Hi guys, good morning. That's what I can say from my end. Good morning to you. My name is Sedafi Matthew Sogene. You love to call me the Elevator One of Sports, and it's a nice time to come back again and be on my live stream. It is my diary section. It's very late. I should be sleeping, but yesterday I couldn't do diary section because after the game, we went to the Super Eagles camp. They were too distraught. They were too sad for us to shoot anything. And today we were told that they were going to leave their hotel by for the airport by 6. We got there. We waited till past 10 before they left. So it's one of those things trying to get clearance to fly. They didn't want them to move from the airport because from their hotel to the airport is practically say 10 minutes or 15, let's say 15 minutes. So they didn't want them to come to the airport and wait and be stranded depending when they get all the clearance to fly. So immediately they get the clearance, they call them to come in, which is nice organization from both the NFF and everybody around the team. And how my day went today. Thank you very much for as you're viewing. If thank you for liking what you're watching, liking the live stream. But as well, I want to say massive thank you to everybody who subscribed to this channel and also click the notification button. I know that there are a million and one other channel on YouTube, and I wouldn't sit here and tell you that my content is the most attractive, the most appealing content. I'm trying to grow this channel, but I really do appreciate the kind of support and love that you guys are giving to me. That's why during the course of this live, okay, so because of my time here, I was given two jerseys of the Super Eagles. This is one, and this is another one. I actually don't think I know the size of the jersey. Let me check and see if I can see the size. I don't know the size, but it does look like large. Both of them look like large. They gave it to me. I don't have any Nigerian national team jersey again. I really wanted to wear them, but then I just said that during the course of my stay in Cameroon, all the stress and everything that has gone on, disappointment of defeat, one of the things that have been consistent, one of the things that have really touched my heart, that have helped me here, keep me going, is the love from the fans, especially when I'm doing live stream, people sharing. I mean, total strangers. Think about it. Total strangers that have not impacted their life, that don't I don't even know before, sharing their personal moment with me. It's been nice. So I'm going to share this with you guys. I will randomly pick people from here. So I said that I said to myself that the first two people that will comment, I will give them this jersey. And right now I have Michael Makinwa. I don't know if this jersey will size him. I don't know his size. I have Michael Makinwa and I have Emmanuel Okonta. So take it that the two of you have won this. Now you're going to, yeah, I don't know, you're going to have to communicate with me in a different way so that I can get your addresses. I know that some of you are not in Nigeria, so it means that I'm going to spend as much as I can to send this thing via DHL. But it's worth it because you guys have been really, really great to me. So first off, I'm going to give Michael Makiwan the opportunity to choose between these two because you're the one that comment first. So if you're watching, choose between this one and this one. Which one do you want? And then the other one goes to Emmanuel Okonta. It doesn't matter how far you are. I will find a way to send it across. Nobody's won them. It's still in the pack the way it is, and this is how it's going to be when you receive it. So it's just first off, it's not commensurate to the time, data, sacrifice, and energy you guys put into watching my live channel. So I'm not giving you this and saying, oh, it is equal. Can never be equal. What you guys do for me is really what keeps me going. Makama say, I already have the dark green one, which is this one. Okay, so it means that this is the one you choose, right? I have a family in Lagos and Abuja. I like the green and white, please. Okay, so I can send it to or you can let them come to my studio and pick up this one. We couldn't get a flight, so we couldn't go today. Tomorrow we're trying to get a flight for Wednesday. We couldn't get a flight for tomorrow, for Tuesday, for Wednesday. If we don't, it's looking likely that we might stay here till Friday. I don't know, but we're still working it, and the price is going up. People advise us to follow route, but over my dead body, will I do that? I'll never do that anyway. The equipment we have is too many, and the team that we have, the crew is much. The guys that came from the UK came on the day of the match, and we lost. So we have a lot of people. For the other guys who are going to be coming or who watch this content later, please, in all honesty, if I have the fund to buy jerseys for all of you guys, I will. I remember saying in one of my live videos that my greatest inspiration on television in the last 10, 15 years has been Helen DeGeneres. And please don't judge. Okay, don't judge. Let nobody judge yet. Let's just talk about what she does. My greatest inspiration have been Ellen DeGeneres. When I see her give cars to people, when I see her pay for people's businesses, people to set up their business or support businesses, and I see her putting money for people to go on scholarship to pay for their school fees. When I see her, you know, book like a five-star holiday destination for people that have really been doing work in society and maybe one thing or the other, their name pops up, and I feel like that's what I would love to do. And it's one of the major reasons why I started a YouTube channel, because I felt, you know what, with time, with great numbers, we'll earn enough money, want to pay our bills, to take care of ourselves. But hey, if there is a leftover, there's one person. We can't take care of the whole world, but there's one person that have a need that we could just help. That's the primary reason why I decided to go this road. Because let's face it, if you earn money in naira in Nigeria, you are going to earn and plan for only yourself. Unless you're working in ExxonMobil, or you're still in politics, or something big. You can't be a journalist and be having such kind of plans. You can't be a media person in Nigeria. I don't care where you work, whether it's Super Sports, I don't care where you work. There's no media station that pays you enough to begin to take care of yourself and take care of other people. I always tell people that, look, I have very expensive children. There are three. Children's school fees per term is 1.4 million naira. And you not pay that one, and then I have to deal with 1.7 million naira house rent, 1.7 against office rent, 3.4, and you're paying that money every time. People will even call you for 5,000 and you will not be able to give to them. Like I always tell Alibaba, not like I don't want to give, but the money is not there. There's nothing you can do. So this jersey does not represent me paying back for the time, the dedication, and everything that you people give. But it represents me saying, when you have, you give me. And what you give me is your time, your data, money, resources, support, it's encouragement. You comment. This is me also saying that, and I have. My mom used to say, person will not go fish share 100 naira with you, not go fish share 100 million naira with you. So this is what I got. I didn't buy them. I got them for free. Yeah, I got them for free. So the NFF guys felt like, man, we've been very, very professional, and they didn't know what to do for us. So they gave me this jersey. So I am giving this one to Mr. Michael Makinwa, and this one to Okonta Emmanuel, Mr. Emmanuel Okonta. So you have to both. Okay, so you will send your people to send me a message, and we would take it from there. Okay. Before I talk about my experience from yesterday to today, let me read some of the comments so that I don't miss them. So Mr. Michael Makinwa, and for those of you wondering why I'm giving jersey to the two of them, before I started this show, I said the first two comments I'm going to give, because there's no way I'm going to be able to know how to pick who to give and who not to give. So the first two comments, I just made up in my mind that first two comments, I'm going to give them the jerseys. I'm not going to tell you how much the jersey is worth. You obviously check. This is the original. This was the one that the players wear. So if you have this one that the players wear, you obviously have something that no other person out there have. It's not the one that is for sale. Okay, so Mr. Makama said, good evening. Hope you're fine. The bashing of Okoye is uncalled for. Even though it was a goalkeeper error, I think he should have kept that. All these Twitter memes and insults are unnecessary, sha. Okay, so let me tackle that one. For the very first time a few hours ago, me and my team here, we watched the clip. Honestly speaking, that goal was not a goalkeeper error. There was nothing in that goal that was a goalkeeper error. The ball was switched to the guy on the right hand side, which is the left hand side of attack of Tunisia. Olayina, who also I consider one of my favorite player in the team, mistimed the ball. And he doesn't have that poor timing. I watch him in training, excellent timing. He didn't have that poor timing. Mistimed it. The player took the ball, moved, raised his leg to shoot the first time. If you watch the goal from a reverse angle, um, Maduka Okoye was going to his right to position properly. He faded, and then he tried to shoot again the second time. Aribu turned his back, and Trustekong and everybody was there. He faded again. The third time, he raised his leg to shoot. The balancing foot, because that's like one of the things that directs that tells you the direction of the ball, showed that the ball was going to swerve, was going to be shot across him because of the way he opened up his body to the side where Maduka Okoye was. So Maduka Okoye was going to his right to properly position. But then if you look at it from the back camera, which I have, three players were in front of Maduka Okoye. So he did see them from the shot to like 5 meters. Go back and watch the clip. You can just type Nigeria versus Tunisia 2-0. I mean 1-0. You'll see what this thing I'm saying. By the time the ball passed the legs, the two legs of players that was there and start coming, he had moved one step to the right because that's the proper anticipation. He had to come back again, reverse his body angle to save it. He stretched that wide. Now, this is why the ball went in. All of this is just me telling you how the ball moved. As he stretched out his hand, the ball started swerving like 45 degrees because the ball was first coming this way, and then the ball starts swerving back like 45 degrees, or let's say 20 degrees, and then immediately hits the floor. That bounce on the floor, don't forget that the pitch is wet. That bounce on the floor changed everything. His hand hit the ball, but the ball went into the net. So in football, this is me now giving you tactical report of the game. I mean, we do that as coaches. In football, you cannot blame a goalkeeper for that. You cannot. It's not like it's a goalkeeper error. Would some goalkeepers save it? Yes, they would. If they were already moving in this direction and that happened, they would save it. But most likely, it will beat every goalkeeper. I'm not here to hold brief for Maduka. Maduka didn't send me to come do this. I mean, he didn't even say what to me all through my time in this Nations Cup. So it's not like, oh, it's my guy. No. But let's not create this culture of every time we lose a game that we must kill people, we must castigate, we must find fault. I don't think it's the right way to go about it. So for that, I don't blame the goalkeeper for that. I don't know about any other thing. I think the bashing is too much. Talking about Alex Iwobi's red card, some people were attacking him. There's nothing wrong with what he did. What happened? It's not like he went into a tackle, he went into a challenge. He had the ball on his leg. He was trying to turn to look for a teammate. Everybody was blocked. Everybody was being mad. Was trying to go back the other way. He overkicked the ball by a few inch, not even meter, a few inch, and he stretched his leg to recover the ball back. The leg was already in the air. Go watch the ball, that action in slow motion. The leg was already in the air. The Tunisian player put his leg under to take the ball, and he stepped on his ankle. There is nothing I can blame. You all know that I don't like Iwobi. So it's not like, oh, he's come here to defend him. No, I don't like him. I still don't. I still don't think he deserves to be in the Super Eagles team. But I won't blame a player because, oh, I don't like him yesterday. Now, hey, hallelujah, thank God this opportunity to kill him. No. I was taught in this job that when you do analysis, do things on their individual merit. If he did wrong, maybe I'll capitalize it to say, hey, I know he wasn't supposed to be in the team. What is he doing there? But he didn't do wrong. He dropped his leg on top of the player, and then the Tunisian player acted a bit. If you notice, as soon as they gave him a red card, the player became strong again, ready to play, running. The guy that was acting that he was going to die. So that's what happened. People talk about the coach's tactics. Coach started that game with a 4-4-2 formation, watched it, later changed. People said, oh, he should have changed his wingers. But he did change everybody, the winger, the two striker. He's changed all the players in the front. So we had chances that we could have scored with. That game could have ended 3-1. But on this day, this was the day where everything that could go wrong just went wrong. So we didn't score. I would I keep Eguavoen. If you go back, there's a previous video I did where The NFF was about sacking Gunnar Shaw. One of the things I said is that the timing is too short. We will regret it. And beyond the timing being too short was the fact that anybody that comes in now is going to carry the can of one, because two things would happen. People will say, Ghana last Nations Cup, he got to the quarterfinal, it's the semi-final. So if any coach wants to do better than him, he must get to the finals. And the kind of time and preparation that they have to prepare for this Nations Cup, that might not happen. 10 days preparation without your complete players, and then you came to Cameroon, now you overachieved by winning your first three games, and then you're playing against a team that came third. But what people forgot is it is Tunisia. Whether they came third in their group or not, it is Tunisia. People progress as they go. Another thing that people have said that is funny, said that Tunisia have 12 people out injured. How did they win Nigeria? Now, what you did not ask is these 12 people that are injured, are they first teamers? That's one. Secondly, if they are first teamers, if you're selected among the 23 in a tournament, then you're good enough. Tunisia, unlike Comoros, had to write for more players to be brought in. And they have a good league. So more players were brought in, they completed the thing. If you go back to the video where they were doing warm up before the match, you will notice that Tunisia had everybody, a full squad. It's not as if, 12 players out of 23 is out, so they don't have complete players anymore. They had complete players, because if 12 players out of 23 is out, it means that they had only 11. There's not supposed to be substitution, but then they got players in. Those are some of the things that people don't consider. Now, let me switch a bit. Comoros had a goalkeeper injured, and the other two goalkeepers had COVID. Comoros played that game with a defender, a left fullback who's not been a goalkeeper before. The highest scoring team in this tournament could not score dozens of goals. They managed to score two goals, and Comoros even scored one and had chances to have won that game against Cameroon. So when you look at African football, it's not as easy as people want to make it look. Yes, their first three wins in the group means that a team that was meant to come to this tournament and be whooped and be seriously beaten and bashed and trashed became like the team that everybody expected to go all out to win. Listen, there are so many people that have lost in this game that we lost. I am one. I am chiefest of them all. Okay, we took out a loan of $1 million to come do this production, right? And they give us this thing in installment. When we get to this stage, they give us what, it's $1 million with interest to pay. Now, this team did not even get up to quarterfinals or semifinals or the finals, meaning I am short on content from AFCON. And then the only two games we have before World Cup, or before the timeline we have to put this movie out, is in March. We're going to go to Ghana, and we're going to complete the return leg in Nigeria. So to do eight episode, eight episode of a film that will be on Netflix, you need about 20 to 25,000 hours of data, of raw files that you collect to create that. We don't have that right now. It doesn't look like we're going to have it. What it looked like is that we're going to need to travel a lot more. As I'm talking here, I'm trying to get a French visa to go to France to go and do an interview with Ghana Tro. I don't even know how to get it. I don't have French visa or a Schengen visa on my phone, on my passport. It's so virgin. My passport is so virgin. How do I get that? I don't know right now, but I'm going to try my best to work out on it and try to get it in the next maximum 3 weeks, because I need to get that interview sorted out before they play the Ghana game. I don't know if you understand. So these are all of the stress that I have. I'm saying this to you because you guys have become my families, my friends, and part of this project. So we are still here trying one to get flights to get five of us out of Garoua to Idaya or Douala, and also get a flight that will take us from Cameroon to Nigeria. We don't have that yet. But it means that we're paying more money, we're spending more, and we're not getting content. If you're spending money and you're getting content, you say, okay, you're spending for something that you paid for, so there's no problem. But right now, we're spending money, we're not getting content. Let's go to Emmanuel Oconta's comment. He said, it is well, keep doing the great thing you are doing. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for the support as well. I wouldn't lie, you guys make it easy for me to stay awake and do the diary section. Emmanuel Oconta say yes. So Micah, he say, oh wow, thank you. Yes. So is my large is my size. Okay, good. Michael Michael, I say I have family in Lagos. So I'm taking the comment back again from the top. So if I'm reading what is past, just take it because as I comment, if I need to explain, I'll explain. You say I have family in Lagos and Abuja. I like the green and white, please. Okay, that's available for you. Emmanuel Kota, I say, I am so excited. You are the best. So thank you very much. Makiwa, he said, I already have the dark green one. Good. Bonnie Concert say, congratulations to the winner of the Nigerian JC. Oh, you're so nice. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. You just touched my heart now. I wish I have a third one and I've given to you. So I've spoken to some of my friends to help me buy like 50 copies of this book. Okay. And I'm going to distribute it on my live as we go. The book is very rich. And I think that there are things, if you love football, and especially Nigerian football, there are things here that you need to read. Not reading it because it will not make you a reader, reading it because it will make you appreciate the sacrifice that some of these players have made to get them to where they are and some of the things that they face to become that footballer that they are. So that sometimes when you say Osimhen should not be doing the thing he's doing at 23, you consider what he's going through, what is going on in his head. Because sometimes people don't understand what you're going through to do your job. They say things to you. Let me give you a very typical example. And this example, I will keep saying it all the time because let's not lie, it still hurts me to this very day. So I'm the kind of guy that does not like to make excuses. I don't know how to make excuses. I I wasn't raised like that. Maybe because I grew up in my stepdad's house with my mom, it was always difficult for me to make excuse. So I always want to make sure that I answer to everything. I'm accountable for everything that is put under me and even under my younger ones, so that there will not problem. I hate being the reason why my stepdad is angry because that means that things that you don't want to hear will be said. You bastard, you this, you that. So I always try to manage this. So I grew up like that. So let me tell you something that happened in 2010. My mom had been sick for like 6 years, going back and forth, traveling, So on the 21st of August, if I'm not forgetting, it's a Sunday, my mom died. My mom died in the morning in Warri, but I was in Lagos. I cried and feel bad, but I told myself, if you sit at home, you just be mourning and be sad. Go to the studio. So I went to studio to do live school. I was still in Brilla at the time. I was still doing English. I had not started doing preaching English. So I went to the studio. Happens that the previous Champions League finals, Barcelona beat Manchester United. I think it was the one in Rome or the one in Wembley. I can't remember. But Barcelona beat Manchester United. So they now played the friendly game. This is August, so preseason just ended. The league is just started now. They played a friendly game in the US where Manchester United beat Chelsea, Barcelona 1-0. Was that Pep Guardiola Barcelona? And on the show, Fashion Trainer made reference to it that this one that Manchester United beat Barcelona in a friendly 1-0 in the US. If they meet again in the Champions League, hypothetically, would Man United take that as a springboard to beat Barcelona? And I said it is inconsequential. Maybe it's that word that I use, inconsequential. The grammar was too big. I said the result of this game is inconsequential. Manchester United, the way I see them playing against this same Barcelona again, with people like Poscos already fading out and a few other players going out, and the Barcelona team is still on the ascendancy. They have not even reached their peak yet. They would remember this was 2010. Messi scored the 91 goals in 2012. So I said they were still picking, and Messi still finding his rhythm. He's not even found his right position on the field of play. And the caller called him. I'm saying this because of people thinking that this thing they say is just a joke. The caller called in and said, "Hey, that face." And it's Chinemere something. I can't remember the surname, but his name is Chinemere. That's stuck in my head. He said, "This is your Mumu analysis." Okay, he said, "This your Mumu analysis is why God killed your mother." It was painful. It was painful. It was sad. This was the day my mom died. Okay, just think about it. Put your mind in that space a little bit. It was the day my mother died. My mom, my father died when I was 15 months old. So this is the woman that raised me. This is the only person that I know. Okay, and somebody said that on the day she died, and it was really really terrible, especially when I have not done a wrong analysis, when I have not said something negative. But it's a Manchester United fan. Just the fact that I said Manchester United will be beaten by Barcelona again means I've done something wrong. Then they met again. I think it was in 2011 or so. And Manchester United was beaten by Barcelona. My point is, when we say this thing, I'm sure that person would have even forgotten that I said that, right? But I still carry that pain in my heart every day. It's not like I don't know how to forgive. I don't really don't know. Okay, but that's how hard these things are. So when we pick our phones and we go on Twitter and want to say things about these players, we should consider it. The hurt, the pain might linger for the rest of their life. These are young kids. If you do wrong and you are being insulted and you're being bashed, it's like, okay, I did wrong. But if you didn't do wrong and you're being bashed like this, and then we're saying Eberichi is Michael Olise should come play for the Super Eagles. These guys are also in the same social media, they are saying the bashing. They'll say to themselves, I don't want to do a mistake. If white people are racially abusing me, I can understand. Even my own country again that I choose to play for, they'll still racially abuse me and say all the things that they are saying. Because we're very quick to say racism, racism. But we're calling this boy Oyibo, Oyibo, Oyibo. Some unprintable name. That's racial abuse. That's racism on its own on a different level, coming from the opposite. The person who used to be racially abused, and now the people are now beginning to racially abuse somebody. Oh, Igbo player. They should know that's why we don't want to Igbo player in our team, blah, 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 blah. Francis Ozo was playing. You people said he had 5 children. He's not 17. He's not 19. He's cheating his age. We have a young goalkeeper now. You guys are angry and attacking him. There's nothing wrong with people being angry when we lose match. But the way they say when you're angry, don't say anything because you regret it. I think that's something we should also apply when we go on Twitter. I'm not a saint. I make mistakes like that. I make some funny comments as well. But we should think about these things as we go. Because when I'm doing my life, I consider that I'm talking to family. I don't think, oh, these are my fans. Who be me now? Consider you people to be fans. No, I think I'm talking to family. And we can create a culture. I remember people sometimes will tell you, don't worry, the people you're talking to, they don't listen. No, they do. Back in the day when I came into radio in 2004, there's a comment that was very, very permeable, that was very, very easy in broadcasting in Nigeria and amongst fans. And that is, if we have a match against an opposition that is below the top ranked teams in Africa, the simple word we use is, oh, they'll be our wife, now we'll beat them. And I remember that I stood my ground and I said, no, you can't use that word because it's demeaning to our wives. I can't ever beat my wife. Even my daughter, I can't beat my daughter. So I don't think that when we want to play an opponent that is weak, when I use our wife, when I put our wife as the metaphor or the allegory to describe them and say we'll beat them the way we beat our wife. Because what we're actually saying is that we beat our wives. And if you're saying that a man is driving from church or from work or anywhere with his wife or with female colleagues, and somebody says we beat them the way we beat our wives, and then the presenter is laughing and excited and saying, yes, we'll beat them. You paint a picture that women in Nigeria are always being beaten by their wives. So it's the same thing we do. Let's not use this thing. You know that if we lose, it will hurt you. One of the things that I always ask, and I've always asked this question since forever, what is the time to support your team? Is the support only meant to be there when they are winning, or the support is meant to be there even when they are down? Because when I play football, I need my supporters, I need my fans when I'm losing. I need them to back me up. I need them to support me. It is not when I win and everybody's my fan, or when I show up and they want to collect money from me, they're my fan. But once I lose, I'm a monkey. I'm a stupid person. Now, Maduka's greatest sin is that he's a fine boy. That's his greatest sin. People who are not as handsome as he is, not taking it as an opportunity to run him down. I don't think it is right. If they do something wrong, like when the sex scandal came out, I give my take. When it comes to selection of players, the players are not supposed to make the team. I give my take. But I think that this one is going to step too far. And please, don't think that it's because I'm doing a movie around the Super Eagles. No, they do wrong, I'll criticize them. I always said it. I said, listen, I'm doing this movie does not mean that when you people start misbehaving, I will criticize you. Even if forget the agreement we have. That is to do a film. It's not like I'll come and be doing eye service for you people. I'll say criticize if you don't do well. It's as simple as that. So that's my take on that one. I stopped at Bonnie concert. Okay. Bright. He said, I commented first with YouTube emoji, but let's go, boss. No, you didn't comment first. You didn't comment. The first comment on this thread is Mr. Michael Makiwa, and the second one is Emmanuel Okonta. You didn't comment first, but meanwhile, the justice have been given anyway, so there is no going back on it. Emmanuel Okonta, I say yes, I will take the green one. You are the best. thank you very much. But you've not told me how you come and collect it. Fortune H, you say, where's my jersey? Okay, so there are only two jerseys. I have jerseys, and I know this question is going to keep coming. I have only two jerseys, and before I started the show, I just said jerseys when I know that during the course of the show, this show might run for an hour or 2 hours to make up for what I didn't do yesterday. I would have by 1,000 people or more. How do I do it? And I make up my mind that the first two people that comment are the ones that are going to receive that jerseys. And I also am planning to buy 50 copies of this Sunday book to give to my favorite people on my YouTube channel who always are on my live. And I hope that you will win that one fortune. But for now, please help me celebrate with those people that have won. Shady, should you say congratulations to the winners? Fair criteria. Is it here I worry? Say the network for here Kosa. I appreciate the live stream on unfiltered video yesterday. Okay, unfiltered video yesterday make me feel better. Okay, thank you very much. Iyara, yeah, when they brought me from London when I was 5, Iyara was the first place they took me to. My auntie was living there, Auntie Esther. They took me to Edugugo Street. So if you live in Iyara, you might know that place. Before then, I took me to my mom on Christmas Day, 1982. That's a long story. That's a story for yesterday. Anyway, let's go forward with talking. Kolawole Tony, he said the biggest winner in all this is the NFF. They don't have to make the difficult decision of telling the Yibo he would no longer be the coach. And the Eguavoen won the cup. Lavala, that's true anyway. But I still think that, I don't know, if I say this thing, people feel slap me, so let me not even think of it. I still think that if I was the one, I would give Eguavoen the job because I still think that Eguavoen should get the job anyway. I don't think Eguavoen did anything wrong. But I mean, it's a conversation where people are still very angry and we will keep talking about it as we go. Emmanuel Lokota, I say this is why I always look forward to your program. You stick to the fact and not bandwagon. Much respect. Thank you very much. Michael, he said, I felt like Nigeria was slow in the first half. Yes, they were. Nigeria started playing after the red card. Sadiq Umar played surprisingly well. That's the point. Again, in the first two games, Nigerians wanted to kill Sadiq Umar. Sadiq Umar came in and see what he did. Some people said, why did he start Chukwueze and Moses Simon? Listen, they can't have this kind of performance at this. Imagine if they start Moses Simon and Chukwueze. Nigerians would have said, and then we end up losing. Nigerians would have said, oh, he got into his head. He showed himself too much. So let me tell you the difficulty of being a coach. Let me tell you, from a coach that I've sat on the bench, coach 59 games, winning 42, losing 4, and then drawing the rest. Let me say this to you. When you have a group of players that are winning games, and there's this one game that I want to explain. I was coaching Globestar Football Club and wanted to play against Anire Boys, Anire Bombers. Now, Anire Boys were like just street selected, right? But then I have this boy called Kevin Edukumo. I have Aaron Umukoro, and then I have Odidi. And then on the left side, I have this guy who was one of the best left-footed player that I've ever coached. Amovi, Friday, Amovi. But I can only play three because I was playing a 4-3-3 formation at the time, and I alternate it sometimes depending on the position I'm playing. I can play two pivots of Ibale Good and Arubi as my defensive midfielder. Now, Arubi is not one of your most talented player, but it's the guy of all the human beings that I've worked with in football circle. He's the only guy that I know that carries out instruction as you tell him 100%. So if you tell him walk within this box, don't go this way, don't go this way, don't move there, don't come here. That's what he does. And he does it with excellence. He's the only kind of player you tell that when you get into this game, if you get the ball in the first 10 minutes, don't shoot. Just pass sideways, pass forward, but don't try to shoot. And then from the first 10 minutes, I don't know if you have a clock in his head. From the first 10 minutes, after that, we get to the 11th minute, advance a little bit because I think that would have gained this. But I will give you a signal from the bench. I'll call you, I'll give you a signal from the bench to let you know you can advance or not. And he's that kind of player. And then I'll play either Cousin, okay, Alfred Cousin or Ochiko Makbaru at the top of the diamond because they were so skillful. I don't like playing the two of them together because they don't mark, they don't track back. But they were so skillful. Especially Alfred Cousin, he can give passes left, right, front, back, and anyhow. Nasa pass, front flat footed pass, through pass, and everything. Ochiko Makbaru, on the other hand, is more like a show glass player. He's a fashion parade kind of player. He's playing and he's using handkerchief to clean his body while he's playing. But he's a very good player. Eventually played for Nigeria, but his head is not in the right places. Now, that match that we lost 4-0, like that's the most ridiculous game I've ever lost anyway, because I have no business losing it. I set up my team with Friday, then come on the right, Friday on the left, Aaron in the middle, and I knew I was going to bring Odidi later. But this guy came in, and I don't know what happened. They swarmed my team. We were not moving, we were not rotating. This is a team that I selected based on who was informed from training. Everything was perfect. This team, we done board work. I've shown them what to expect. We're playing blind because it's not an opposition that we really know. We're playing blind, but what to expect, what to do. We had the chance to do those things. We just were not scoring. We would have won that game by maybe 13 or 15-4. Every single time Anire go forward, they score a goal. Maybe off a corner, there's a counter attack, you just go. Machi Yare was in goal, the brother of the Yare that played in Nigeria League was in goal for us. Every ball that came in was entering in it. This was a Machi Yare that was my second choice goalkeeper, but in the last 9 games, he had been the number one and he's made great saves. And I put him against this dead rubber team that is useless, and he considered 4 goals. And I was just wondering, how did that happen? It was so painful. But hey, it's football. Sometimes you select your team and you know that, okay, these are the best players that I have. I expect them to do well. And then you start again, the first 5 minutes, you're trying to gain possession and moving. And then you play against a team that keeps a low block. Now remember that the thing about winning, it creates a little bit of cockiness and arrogance. So they're creating a low block. And your mental space, you're thinking, okay, they're afraid of us. That's why they're creating a low block. They want to pack the balls. Uh, they want to play in this game into penalty. We're not going to let it happen. We're going to bamboozle them. We're going to run on them. So we're going. But you see, what happened with that kind of moment is that as you keep doing that and you're not getting headway, frustration will not set in. Because you're saying to yourself, people will even attack us. People, they get more possession. We win them. Why are we playing against this team and we can't even get a goal? Frustration starts setting. Once frustration starts setting, you start making basic mistakes, elementary mistakes that you shouldn't be making. And that's how opposition capitalize on you. This is me talking football practically from a practical point of view. Some of you might not agree with me. And I think that's what happened. I'm not holding brief for Eguavoen once again, but I think that's what happened. He believed in his team. He thought that Moses Simon was the kind of guy that nobody can stop. He was unstoppable. He was unplayable in the group stage. So I can understand. Even when he came off the bench, he was unplayable. So like I would take it. I've heard people say that, oh, we've been playing weak teams since. Weak team where? Comoros lost 2-1 to Cameroon, but Cameroon sweats. Comoros didn't have a goalkeeper. A player was a goal for them. In this tournament, have you really seen a weak team? Did you see the people that knocked Ghana out? Is this Comoros? Did you see the people that knocked Algeria out, that beat Algeria? So you look at it, there's really no weak team in the tournament. Every team came here to exhibit something. So first 10 minutes, first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, nothing was changing. Was looking at the players, was still believing that things were going to happen. Don't forget, the early yellow card to Kelechi Iheanacho meant that his game was a little bit scary, cagey, not in the element. So here you have a coach who put his 2 best wide men on the side. They have been shot down. The 2 guys in the middle who are not supposed to, become a triple threat, because a double threat, sorry, because 2 to 3 people are double checking Moses. 2 people are double checking Chikwueze. So it leaves the middle very, very free. That's why if you notice, the Algerian midfield was very, very free. Now, you have a slicky Kelechi Iheanacho with an educated left foot. You have a power forward like Taiwo Awoniyi. Who do you substitute first? What's going to be difficult? You're still thinking, but Simon will eventually wriggle his way out. Another thing, because 3 people are double checking him, he would win far eventually. And those far might be deadly, might be penalty, might be something. So you're going to leave him there. Same for Chikwueze. But people expected the coach to make the changes in the first half. I don't know, because the bashing is just strange. And then people start sending me messages, and you're the one that promoted this coach, you're the one that markets the coach, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, right? But hey, if you live in Nigeria, you don't hear this type of thing there. You have not been living in Nigeria, you've been living on that rock. So I really don't understand. But I'm just trying to explain that that's what happened. But the second half, when the coach decided, you know what, let me adjust this thing, I can't take it anymore, and decided to change the game to what he wanted it to be, a red card that came in. Red card came in, we were losing. To him, if I change and I make a defensive adjustment, we might just not score again. We will lose and get knocked out. This is the knockout stage. It's not the group stage where you can lose and then do permutation and go and play the other game and win. So he went gongo, brought in players that I saw in training that were doing well. Like I was doing well. I was even asking why is he not starting. And then he also brought in Alex Wood when I got a red card. And then the dynamics changed. We didn't win, but I felt happy for people like Sonny Kumar. I felt happy for people like Peter Lanka. Even though some people were insulting him, saying he come from Cameroon, he came from here and there. But I think he had a good game. New players in the team need time to build confidence. And that's something that a lot of people don't consider. You need time to build confidence. You need time to build team chemistry. You need time to come into your form. That's why sometimes when I look at Taiwan, when he apart from hustling, he's really not getting in the rhythm because he needs time. But people don't see that. Once you wear the Nigerian jersey, you're supposed to deliver immediately. You're supposed to win every game. You're supposed to be man of the match in every match. You're supposed to go to tournaments and be highest goal scorer. Everything of that nature. And I've also seen people say, "Oh, Ganatro, he didn't play good football, but he went to the semi-finals. Look at where Eguavoen was taking them." Yeah, I know that this result will be damaged on the shoulders of indigenous coaches. Okay, but let's not be too quick to judge. We are partly responsible for where we are today. How do I mean that? We kept saying that Garnacho is playing with that pattern. His football is not entertaining. Now you've gotten entertainment, but it doesn't produce result like Garnacho would produce. So what do? Do you shred this one? Do you drive him and throw him under the bus like we normally do? Or we say to ourselves, you know what? The glimpse of what we saw was nice. Let's just give him time to correct his mistake because the only way to correct his mistake is for him to be on the job and then fix what went wrong. So on that front, I think we should cut Eguavoen some slack. But if the NFL decide, okay, yes, we're going with the Jose Pacero, I'll be the first person to support him because I'm not supporting him because it's a him. I'm supporting him because he's the person that takes care of your children. You got to be careful with that person because they can poison them, they can torture them, they can stress them. So you need to make them happy. For me, Super Eagles and Nigeria is my major concern. So if anybody comes in and that person is going to fix the Super Eagles and Nigeria, then I'm fine. But if the NFF say leave a guy, let him continue. We like what we saw in the group stage, then I will be here to support him 101%, if not more. Okay, I don't know if I've uh, said what is on you people's mind, but that's just how I see it. Okay, let me continue with reading comment. Okay, Kolawole, you say the biggest. Okay, I've read that one. Emmanuel Kota, I said this is why. Thank you very much. He said I feel like Nigeria was slow in the first half. Yes, I agree with you. Started playing in the second half. Yes, I agree with you. Uh, Riggs Marvel. I don't know what you wrote there. Don't know what that means. Michael Makiwa, I say Comoros played so well against Cameroon. Yes, they did. It also showed me that Cameroon might suffer if they play against a team that is way bit more composed and have their complete players. I'm thinking in my head, if Comoros had their goalkeeper in that game, they would have won the game. They would have beaten Cameroon because Comoros players need to defend in low block as well. As well to avoid being beaten by Cameroon many goals. So they were going forward, but they were working extra hard to come back. And they also collected a red card in the 7th minute. Let's not forget that part of the conversation, but they played well. I was very, very impressed. David Agbe, you say, okay, Drake Cruz, he said, thank God I'm able to join the live show. Okay, thank you very much for joining. We started the show by giving away 2 jerseys today. Congratulations to Mr. Michael Makewa and Emmanuel Okonta for winning. This is Mr. Michael Makewa's jersey. This is Emmanuel Okonta's jersey. I hope to buy 50 copies of this book and share on this show because I think that as much as you guys are giving to me, I should also try and give. But then there are times when I will not give anything. So don't think like, oh, every show I do now, I'm giving out something. I don't have that kind of money. The day will come when I'll have it. But then as we please, if you really want this channel to grow, I mean, giving that just is not a problem if we grow. After all, on YouTube, you earn in dollars. So the more the numbers, the more you will earn. Okay, so if you want the channel to grow, please help us. If you've not subscribed to the channel, help us to subscribe and click on notification button. But beyond that, also help convince your friend that you like this channel and you like them to subscribe and also click on notification button. And please, when you watch our content, do well to drop comments on it, especially the ones that we recorded and post, and share your experiences and also tell us things that you want us to improve on. We will try. The ones that we can do immediately, we'll do. There are some that will require us buying hardwares and softwares and that. And if I cannot do it, I can't do. Yesterday, people were expecting me to live stream the match. Now, the problem with doing that is you do it, they report your channel, they take it down, all of the progress that I've made will die. And I don't want that to happen. That's why I did live stream the match, even though I was in the stadium. Because one, it's a criminal offense. People might be doing it because some people write me message that other people that are doing it to go, oh, are you trying to be more holy than them? No, I'm not. But I wasn't raised to steal other people's property illegally. That's why even this film that we're shooting, we're making sure that every content that we need to use, we'll pay for them. I want tomorrow we'll put it out and then somebody sue me and everybody say, if I want to rob, how do you guys say that thing? Want to roll with the big boys, the wrong kitty kitty, the wrong kata kata. I don't want to be that. Not let people put water, drink water, keep cup. I don't want to be like that. I want to be responsible, not for anybody, but my children. My children should be able to beat their chest and say, my daddy is a man of integrity. If that's all that they say about me when I'm gone, and they start saying that to my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, depending on when God decides I should leave this earth, I think it will be the greatest thing. But say that's how my daddy was so over ambitious. He started doing things that didn't make sense. Have a conversation with you guys. Now the internet is beginning to act up. The Cameroon internet, the demons have started again. I pray to get a flight and then we'll go back to Nigeria and then I'll get better internet. Okay. Oh God, the internet is really acting out funny now. Saeed Kadri said, okay, no. David Agbeyo, he said, please, Maduka shouldn't be bashed. Yesterday was just not our day. Thank you very much. Saeed Kadri say, nice job, man. Thank you very much. Benga Adewumi, he say, the same ref that officiated the Nigerian game yesterday was the same of the officiated this controversial Ghana versus South Africa game. Yes, that's it. The Senegalese guy. David Agbeyo say Eguavoen should be retained. Me too, I think so. Where did I stop? Dominic Bright, he say listening far said that listening a listening fan said that. Okay. Um, yes, a listening fan said it too. That's I don't know, but yes, okay. I was talking about my mom when I talk. Yes, a listening fan called in on the show and said it live on the show. The funny part was that the presenter of the show, Mr. Femi Fashion, was laughing. It's like, why is he laughing? What's funny? My mom just died today. What's funny? But that happened. Okay. Emmanuel Okonta, he said, I am so sorry for the guys. You did something wrong. The individual do not have the right to say such thing about your mom. My dear, I cried. I cried. I stayed in the show from 12 to 6 p.m. On my way home, I cried. It was painful. Emmanuel Okota, I say, forget to me. I be your fan or family can be. Hey, he said, family can be fun too, okay? In fact, I beg, sign my jersey before you send it. Thank you. You never tell me where you did, where I go send them to. Okay. Kolawole Tony, say racism in Africa, Nigeria in particular, is worse than was obtained in the Western world at the moment. I'm saying this as someone who's lived in US for more than 10 years. Thank you very much, bros, for adding your voice to this one. Great, Bazono. Bazono, that name. The problem with Nigeria is that we get carried away. Winning the first three games did not let us know we have a problem in the team. Really? Okay, I don't know what you mean by that anyway. Dre Cruz, you say you are saying the truth. Don't kick a man when he's down. Okoye, wow. It's moving too fast now. Okoye will learn from his mistakes. Great Bazono, I can see Nigeria not going the World Cup. Oh, where are you seeing it from? You're already seeing it already. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not going to chat. You say I am Chiche. Say that was a cheap goal. Okoye should have saved it. Ghanaians are waiting for you. That wasn't the cheap goal. That was a ball that swerved. Go back and watch the replay again. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, so I'm not going to say anything. Go back and watch it again. Look at the players, the way you judge a goalkeeper. Look at the players in front of the guy. Look at the players behind the guy. Look at his body movement where he was going towards before the shot was kicked. And then watch the slow motion, the replay, the slow motion. I see how the ball swerved, and then he hit the ground before his hand touched the ball and got into the net. Tell me how many goalkeepers that can save that ball. It's not like there's no goalkeeper that will save it, but it's not something that I can blame a goalkeeper for. If I was a coach and that's my goalkeeper, I can't blame him for it. But then everybody is entitled to their opinion. Emmanuel Okota, I say Comoros played with 10 men for 83 minutes without a goalkeeper. Yet Cameroon could barely win them. Yes, Emmanuel Okota, I say, I beg, leave those Nigerians that are talking rubbish. Should go play for Super Eagles. No, that 200 million people will be. Make them go fight for shirts too. Thank you very much. Manuel Kota, I sent you DM on Instagram. Okay, that's very good. On how to collect my signed jersey from you. Thank you again. Kolawole Tony, please don't be live streaming on your channel. Watch along is okay. No, I can't even like live stream on my channel because if they complain of copyright infringement, they will take down my channel. That's part of the rule. When you read the terms and conditions of YouTube, it's very high. As I'm doing this live stream now, if they are playing music and the sound comes in here, I would be in trouble. Okay, especially you grow. My goal is to grow to an aggregator, right? That's when you're really super. YouTube will not take over your channel and be helping you to broadcast anything you're doing, anything you upload to help you promote it. I can't at this stage afford to do that. And there's no stage I would even get to and I afford to do that because it's not the right thing to do. There's never a right way of doing the wrong thing. Because some other people are doing it and getting away with it does not mean I should do it and get away. It is wrong. It is wrong. That's the way I see it. What is wrong is wrong. I don't have a broadcast right for the Nations Cup. I'm doing a film now. It's going to come out, the film on the Super Eagles. It's going to come out in September by the grace of God. If people copyright the film and then I don't make money from it, will I be happy? No, I'll be sad. I don't want that to happen. So it's something that I don't think I would ever do. Okay. Where did I stop? Okay. Michael Makewa, he said, was the ref decision giving Iwobi the red card the right call? Yes, it was. Not that Iwobi deliberately step on the ankle of that player, but he did step on it. And by the rules, it was dangerous play. The referee, if you notice, gave him a straight yellow card, but then he was called by the VAR to go check. And when he checked, that stomp on the ankle, when we first, our reaction in the stadium was that the referee is robbing us, but then he didn't rob us. It was a red card. Sad for us, but it was a red card, unfortunately. And sad for Alex Iwobi as well. Sad for it, but it is. Okay. McDonald wife will say Maduka is not a goalkeeper. Send him packing from the squad. Okay. It's not a goalkeeper. I think you buy a glove and you go and keep him. John T. Gum. He said the boys played well, but our coach should learn to change the style of play when it is not working. But then he changed the style of play from 4-4-2 to 3-5-2. It still didn't work. It happens to be that it's not how the thing is okay, so somebody said to me in the stadium, he said that Nigerians, and this guy is not Nigerian, he said that Nigerians everywhere, and I said, stop it there. I know you can't be trying to drag my country. He said, okay, not Nigerians. He said, but some Nigerians, and most Nigerians that he's met have this sense of entitlement. We believe that we are the best. I said, there's nothing wrong with we believing that we're the best. He said, but we always believe that, especially in football, that nobody can beat us. And that's cocky, that's rude. Okay. And I think that's the thing here. A team that had 10 days to prepare. When we're going to this Nations Cup, if anybody told us that we'll beat all teams in our group will not agree. Nigerians were predicting that Egypt will beat us 3-1, 5-1, 5-0, 6-0. So we got to play against Tunisia and we lose. And everybody wants the players to be sent packing. We have a World Cup qualifiers in 2 months' time, exactly 2 months' time. If we keep putting up this attitude that the players don't show up and we don't qualify for the World Cup, it is us that will stay hot. Okay? So before you say send them packing, think of the team you have. Think the fact that this is a young goalkeeper, he's a young boy, and this is a stage where people make mistake. What do fans do? Fans are supposed to support their team when their team is done and push them up. Okay, not only you are a fan when the team is winning, and once the team start losing, the first thing you do is disintegrate the team, destroy the team. Nobody makes progress like that. Okay, I'm not trying to force you or change your opinion, but you can't keep blaming people. Okay, Uh, we're supposed to learn from our mistakes. People are not saying that Uzor should have started. These are the same people who said Uzor was a 50-year-old man parading himself as a 90-year-old man. So sometimes I don't know. I just think that we should think these things before we say them. Emmanuel Okota said, please continue to set standards. Integrity matters. If they want live stream games, make them go start their own YouTube channel. Thank you very much, bro. McDonald wife will say he can't learn at all. Get Uzor in. It's not the same Uzor that considered the goal and people were complaining that he was too old. He was fake. He can't learn. Who told you he can't learn? Some people scouted him and signed him already for Watford. You think that they don't know what he's doing? He's playing for Sparta Rotterdam in the Dutch league. You think that the people there you know football more than them. How can you say somebody can't learn? What is there? What did he do so wrong that he can't learn? That will consider 10 goals in the game or what? Or that he take the ball from his hand and throw it into the net? I don't understand. You will blame him because he needed to punch and not tap the ball. You don't know anything. People punch area balls. Nobody punch a shot that is coming on your side. Goalkeeper, please, if you see a clip, send it to me where a goalkeeper dive to the side with an open hand, a stretched hand, and then I punch the ball. Please, if you see one clip, send to me. Sometimes you people should not talk in public because what it does, I'm sorry to say, but I'm going to say this. What it does, it is very, very bad when people go out in public and say things ignorantly and then they say it like they have authority. There are only two times a goalkeeper punches a ball. You punch an area ball in the air or a ball that is coming to you face to face like this and you punch it out. Those are the only two times you punch a ball in goalkeeping. You don't dive and fold your hand. How do you dive and fold your hand and you not punch the ball? What sense? That comment just made. What sense does it make? Okay, because we want to talk, we shouldn't just be talking of rubbish. Okay, Aida Isaac said, I can't blame the goalkeeper. It wasn't just our day. And beside, the Tunisia got it right tactically than us. Thank you very much. I think it's the same to agree with you. John Tingum, he said, even the small goalkeeping way I do, I know say that goal came because the midfield did not close him down on time. But na mistake they make person win. Na gamblers, they complain. Wow, yes, that's true. That's true. People lose money for bet. That's true. Benga Adeomi, you see that ref robbed us. Two advantage play. Yes, I agree with you. He was even arguing with Iwobi and I think he was also arguing with Fred Didi. He almost punched him. He was put his hand on his chest, which was very, very bad. That was a bad referee. Yes, I agree with you on that one. SAW Otedola, I say Otedola Dangote et al. Should stop promising money to Super Eagles. Our players already thought we were in the finals. No, they did not already thought we were in the finals. Okay, they promised them money in the first game, they won. They promised them money in the second game, they won. They promised them money in the third game, they won. So I don't understand why you say they should stop promising them money. That happens everywhere in the world, even in other sports. So I don't know how that became the problem. Another thing again, is there anything wrong with thinking that they were in the finals? The same people will go to church and your pastor will tell you if you can think it, you can achieve it. So is there anything wrong? Does that law not apply to footballers? Those of you who go to church, didn't the Bible says that as a man thinketh, so is he? Is that not what is in your Bible? So I don't understand how that now is not a crime. They are practicing it now. You not see it as a crime. I don't understand. Okay. McDonald wife will say it will be stepped on the player at of most times it will be looks like someone confused on the field of play. I agree with you. It's got absent-mindedness is a problem. I think it maybe might agree it, but he's been doing it for a very long time. Okay. And then Manu Bees says, uh, did he receive half the bashing? Sadiq Umar, who performed far better in the tournament, received true. I agree completely. And I'm still wondering why were people bashing Sadiq Umar? Like I still sit back and like, wait, what did he do? First game he played about 13 minutes, second game he played about 25 or so, 40 minutes, third game he scored. Yes, yesterday he has scored two goals. But they just keep bashing. Why do we do that, safe? Why do we bash people like that? Just wake up and then we get angry. Why are we so angry? Like, why are we so angry? I don't understand. Sydney Boko, he said, my big boss, okay, like I so okay, do you few days earlier on this forum that the goalkeeper was suspect in many aspects due to his inexperience. There was a second shot similar and he punched it right. No, the shot did not go close to him. And that shot was coming straight. Go back and watch the clip again. The shot was blocked by a Tunisian player. Maduka Okoye did not touch the ball. If you remember, when that shot was blocked and it went over, a corner kick was not awarded. So it's not Maduka that blocked the shot. It was a Tunisian player that blocked the shot. Tunisian player that was ahead of his teammate that blocked the shot and he went for a goal kick. So it is not. But no goalkeeper in the world can punch a ball when he is diving sideways. It is not possible. It is not scientifically possible. It is not biologically possible. It is not kinetically possible. So let's not say something that there's no physics to it. You might come up with the science or the madness that people do, but there's no physics that support the possibility of you flying sideways and then you not fully and you not punch something. No, you punch balls that are in front of you in the air. As you jump in and contest with the opposition player, you cannot punch the ball. But to fly sideways and punch the ball, it is not possible. Nobody does that. And I know that, okay, I'm one of those people who always say that nothing is impossible. You can do anything. No, you can do anything does not mean you can remove your head and put it on your leg and you still be alive. No, it doesn't work. Those are some things that are not possible. It's not working. By that time you fold your hand and you want to punch the ball don't pass. You know how fast that ball travels. I hit that ball in Eagles training with a shoe. And I said the ball moved. I was like, wow. Modern day people that they enjoy you. When I played football, the balls were heavy. If they get wet, it soaks. And look at these people playing this synthetic ball, the way they are playing it, and the way the ball moves, and the speed with which the ball swerves. If you don't play it, you won't know. But those are some of the things that you want to look at. Teams win and lose. Okay? Somebody was saying, oh, the coach tactics made us lose the game. So I now asked him, I said, the changes that the coach make in other game, those chances that Sadiq Kumar had, the one that was Simon had and the blast on the goalkeeper, that's the same chance he scored when he came up. Is it that game that was against the game against Sudan? That's the exact same chance he had that he played was like a 1-2 between him and Taiwan when he played the ball and the ball went into the net. All that time, that was a Simon chance will go in. That Sadiq Kumar's chance, that pass from Peter Laika will go in. And everybody would have said, oh, the coach was a genius. He studied the opposition, they caged him in the first half, he saw what they were playing, and then he made his changes, and his changes, his substitute changed the game. That's what we would have said. But it just still work. So it's not every defeat that leads to bashing and calling names. You can even say we lost, you're not happy, but bashing these players, they're humans. Why did I bring that story about my mom's death? Was because sometimes we think that this thing don't affect them. It does. It gets into their head and then they're coming to play for Nigeria. They're afraid, like, oh, these people that will lose now, they'll start bashing us again. That tension might take them into the game and then they will not be able to focus. So let's realize that one of the things that I have always said and I'll continue to say is, I don't care if you're celebrating me when I'm at the top. I've worked out to be there. When I need you the most as a fan and a supporter is when I'm done. Give me that support. That's when I am with you. That's what friends do. That's what supporters do. If you're a football supporter, you're a football follower in Nigeria, you are a friend of the Super Eagles because it's your national team. But to only wait for when they are not doing well and then you start doing analysis, you start castigating them, I don't think it's the best thing to do. I know that, especially in Nigeria, those are the kind of thing we listen to on radio and everybody talk, presenters and analysts talk, so everybody not jumping on that reaction. But think about it as a person, whatever it is you're doing, as I close, whatever it is you're doing, will you be happy the day you fail? Is the day everybody's trying to attack you, say all sort of things about you? Will you be happy? Are you not already sad enough that you failed? Why should people now use it and rub it on you and make you look like you are the worst person academically? That's one of the things that I can say, this is where I want to draw the curtain on the show today. I'm really feeling sleepy. It's past 1 hour already, and the internet is beginning to act funny. But thank you very much. And once again, congratulations to the two people that won this jersey today. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel or click on the notification button, kindly help us to do that. I'm not forcing you, but I'm begging you. I really need it. Your subscription and your clicking on the notification button will help us. When we put out other content that is not on live stream, please do watch, like, and comment, because the algorithm is a robot. They just use those criteria to judge channels. And if you're not liking, you're not subscribing, you're not commenting, and you're not clicking on the notification on the league, it's like league table, my channel will be going down, and eventually we will be demonetized again. Please help us to get better as we go. Thank you very much. We're still working on how to get back to Lagos, and then I start going to look for my visa to go to France to continue my work on this project. When it's done, you all will be aware of it, you all will know of it. But so far, so good. Those of you who can pray, pray for us, and support us the best way you can. Thank you very much once again. God bless you. David, I say thank you very much. God bless you. My name once again is Adafi Manchester United. Emmanuel Kota, I say, if Sadiq Umar was not bashed, he most likely would have scored the 87-minute chance by not taking the shot first time, but dribble pass here, then shoot. Just my observation. Yes, possible, but I think when you're losing, there is a certain level of urgency that comes in, especially when the clock is winding down. So it is not really much about the bash, but I think it is much about the urgency. He just felt like, let me just touch the ball to poke the ball. It will enter the net. The angle was right. He bent his shoulders. He opened his body well. The angle was right. If he had scored that goal, maybe we would have use that momentum to win even before going into extra time. So that's what I thought too. But these are also position and assumptions. We don't know the fact. Maybe that's what God wants. God wanted Tunisia to win that one and make progress. We'll learn from our lessons and then improve later. But thank you once again for everybody. God bless you. And congratulations to Mr. Michael Makinwa and Emmanuel Okonta. God bless you and good night.